Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about the Triarch 1 tent from the North Face. It's a relatively lightweight tent, weighing in at just over 2.5 pounds pack weight and 1 pound 13 ounces trail weight. So a pretty manageable weight for whatever situation you find yourself in, long hikes or any kind of camping trip. Pretty lightweight, pretty easy to deal with. Now inside the tent you'll find that you have plenty of space, lots of head space, some cool compartments in there, and some other features which we'll talk about later. Now when I was looking for a tent, I wanted something that was going to be really well-rounded. Something that's going to be good in any situation that I found myself in or any trip I wanted to take. And I didn't want something that was going to be really lightweight but then be really uncomfortable and have no extra features. I didn't want something that was packed with features and comfort but then was really bulky and cumbersome to deal with. And I think the Triarch 1 really hits that market on the head, where it's really good at everything. Now you will find other tents that are better in certain categories, but it's going to be hard pressed, or you're going to be hard pressed to find a tent that is as good as this tent in as many categories as it's good in. Now before we get into some of those features, I do want to attest to the quality of this tent, because I've had it for nearly 3 years now, and I've taken it all over the United States with me, including Alaska and Hawaii. Slept in all kinds of different climates and weather conditions, and it's really held up phenomenally. For example, the rain fly still doesn't leak. The mesh throughout the tent still doesn't have any rips or tears in it, and even the bottom of the tent, where the full weight of your body is laying on it at night, you're turning over, maybe some of your gear is laid down there with you, even that doesn't have any tears or holes in it. So the quality of this tent is really top notch, which is not a surprise considering it's coming from the North Face. They're usually really good about the quality of their products. So having said all that, let's get into some of the features of this tent. Let's check it out. Now I find this to be a really cool feature. With your rain fly on your door side, your entrance side of the tent, you can unzip that, and there's this space right here that's really open but still guarded from the rain fly. And you can just put your gear in here like this and zip it up, and there you go, all your gear is protected from the rain. This is a cool little extra thing that the North Face threw in there, and that's that this strap to your tent and this strap to your rain fly are color coordinated. So on one corner they're both red, the rest of the corners are yellow, so it just helps with the setup process. Now I've taken the rain fly off so it's easier for you to see, but this is actually a special mesh that the North Face claims will make it harder for people on the outside looking at your tent to be able to see what you have in there, what you're doing inside of your tent. I find that obviously you can still see through it, but maybe it helps a little bit and adds a little bit of privacy. Now inside of the tent, these are the other main features of the tent that I end up using a lot, is these top 2 pouches here and 2 pouches on either side of the tent. But these big ones up top, they got a lot of space, and it's really cool because I've had tents before that didn't have any pouches, and I find that I use these a lot. What I'll usually do is all the wrappings to the tent, my sleeping bag, sleeping pad, all the stuff like that, I'll cram up in these top 2. And if I want to air out my socks or something, I'll hang them from the top. And then put in the end ones maybe your cell phone or keys if you have your keys in your pocket or something like that. And it's just really nice to have those extra compartments where in the morning you're not rolling over looking through your sleeping bag or under your sleeping bag for gear and different little things that you have. So it's really nice to have those storage areas inside your tent, and it's really not adding any weight because it's that ultra light mesh material. So that's really awesome that they added those. Something that I find very useful, and I really like those a lot. Okay, so I'm 6'1", and when I lay down, like now I'm laying down and my head's not touching the end of the tent, my feet are not touching the bottom of the tent. And that's partially because with your feet, you know, if the base of the tent was 6'1", my feet would still touch the end of a normal tent because your feet fall away from you when you're laying on your back. and it extends your body length. But with this tent, the ends of the tent itself actually angle out. So it gives you extra headroom and extra space in here, which is really nice. And so I never find it cramped or claustrophobic when I'm laying in it or I'm trying to get some sleep, which is awesome. Now here's that angle I was talking about a second ago, where it actually comes out and away from the tent. And what that does is that gives you headspace on the inside, but also with that coming up at this angle and then your rainfly comes over it and out a little bit, it creates a space about like that from here to the rainfly that allows airflow to go up and into the tent. So you get nice airflow, but also all of this material here keeps water from being able to splash up and get inside your tent. So you stay really dry, but also you have that extra headspace and you get that airflow. So it's just another really cool attention to detail that the North Face did that really sets the tent apart. Okay, now I want to give you an example of the kind of space that is in the tent. So I'm just gonna get in here. And as you can see, you sit up right here at the highest part. I can sit up just fine. My head's not touching any part of the tent. Lay down, have plenty of space. And what's great with these vertical walls is it creates so much more space inside of the tent when you're moving around. And you just feel less claustrophobic in here. So there's ample amounts of space throughout the tent. For a one-person tent, I don't know if I've seen one with this much space and headroom. Now, one thing I think is cool about this tent is that I'm traveling with it basically at trail weight, and I'm not missing out on any comfort or features. So for instance, I don't use stakes on any of the four corners, just on either side of the middle to hold the rainfly out and away from the tent. So water hits it and just rolls away. And it doesn't affect the tent at all. So if I'm not traveling at 1 pound 13 ounces, it's probably 1 pound 14 ounces, which is really light and easily manageable, which is nice. That is gonna do it with the video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'll try to answer them as best I can. If I forgot something, please let me know. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. So thanks for watching and God bless.